Global warming. It's not something that will happen in 100 years. It's already here. The result? Severe climate changes affecting regions all across the world. Storms, hurricanes, and tsunamis. Longer, hotter, and drier summers, rapidly expanding arid zones, and acute shortages of food and water just around the corner. The densely populated urban areas and developing nations will be the worst hit. Karachi is a high-risk candidate. One of the biggest challenges that the city faces is adequate supply and availability of clean water.
There is a problem of water in Karachi.
Water is a basic human right. It is a right of yours, mine, every person living in the slums.
We are staying since nearly 38, 39 years without water, buying water.
एक एक डब्बे के लिए हम लोग जो है ना वो पूरा दिन गुजारते हैं. अब हमारे लोग मजदूरी करें या सिर्फ पानी की जरूरत पे ये चलें.
There are women and children and at times men who are standing in line with their little dibbas and buckets, either at the government provided water tap or standing in line behind a tanker.
They have to bring water from a distant place.
आदमी कमाएंगे या पानी इस्तेमाल लाएंगे? वो लोग सुबह जाते हैं, शाम को आते हैं, 600 का 800 का एक टैंक कहाँ से लेके आए बताओ ये आप?
औरतों को बेचारियों को परेशान भुगतनी पड़ती. बच्चे जाते हैं छोटे छोटे, उन बच्चों के पीछे माँ परेशान होती है फिर जाके कहाँ जाएं पानी लेने.
Water is one of the major issues people keep talking about in Karachi. Why do people not move back to Pakistan? Why do people move away from Pakistan? These are some of the issues. Power, telephones, water. That's all people talk about.
Where water come only for 2 or to 4 hours after every 48 hours.
Everyone is suffering because of a shortage of water.
कोई गांव देहात थोड़ी है मेरे भाई. ये कराची का महंगा तरीन इलाका है. यहाँ पर पानी मौजूद ही नहीं है. शुरू से मौजूद नहीं है यहाँ पर. सब कुछ पैसे वैसे ले लिए हैं वाटर बोर्ड ने, मगर यहाँ पर पानी नहीं है.
सबसे बड़ा मसला क्या है? बंगला बना लिया, तैयार कर लिया, सब कुछ कर लिया, रह भी रहे हैं, पानी नहीं है. डिस्पेंसर खरीदते हैं, केन खरीदते हैं.
जब इतने बड़े बड़े एरियाज़ का ये हाल है जहाँ बड़े बड़े लोग रहते हैं, मिनिस्टर रहते हैं, जहाँ पर नाजिम्स रहते हैं, जब वहाँ के इलाकों का ये हाल है कि वहाँ पानी मुयस्सर नहीं है, तो उन इलाकों का क्या हाल होगा जिन इलाकों में कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है.
In spite of warning signs all around us, we continue to use and waste water as though it were an endless resource.
आप इतना सा पानी लेते हैं, इस्तेमाल करते हैं और इतना वेस्ट कर रहे होते हैं.
We wash dishes or we wash clothes, and children, they remain tape open when they brush their teeth. So there are some simple examples, and even in washing floors and maintaining our lawns, we waste much of water.
गाड़ियाँ धुल रही होती हैं पानी पाइप के साथ. आपने उसको गीला किया, पाइप साइड पे छोड़ा और आप आराम से गाड़ी को धो रहे हैं.
We have a habit of putting it on and leaving it on and then treating it as an unending resource.
Look around and you will see wastage.
An equally daunting problem is the contamination of city water from industry, agriculture, and municipal pollution, not to mention the irresponsible disposal of toxic solid waste.
Even this water which they get, it is not clean, it is contaminated.
Our sewer system isn't watertight. It has leakages in it.
80% इलाके ऐसे हैं जिनके बैकयार्ड जो है उधर ही पानी की लाइन है जहाँ पे सीवरेज की लाइन.
Parallel to the system that is supplying us water, there is a system which is taking this water back from us once we've consumed it, which is the sewerage line. They're all leaking. When there is no water in the line supplying us, the sweet water line, fresh water line, when that is empty, sewage water goes into them.
जो मिलता है गंदा पानी हमें मिलता है, क्यों मिलता है गंदा? हम इंसान नहीं हैं।
आलूदा पानी होता है, कभी उसमें टैंकर के अंदर पेट्रोल की बदबू आती है, कभी डीजल की महक आती है, डीजल वाली गाड़ियाँ आ जाती हैं।
एक खड्डे में पानी जमा होता है, उसमें कचरा शापर वगैरह सब मैं देख के आया हूँ वहाँ पे, वहीं पे जमा करके वो टैंकरों में भर के फिर यहाँ पे सप्लाई किया जाता है।
किसको कहें, कौन सुनता है?
Industrial waste is the main source of pollution. Hazardous and toxic metals and compounds enter into the water bodies, and from there they enter into the food chains. People are suffering from these diseases on account of this poor quality water.
Your 80% of your health issues, waterborne diseases.
Diarrhea and typhoid and all waterborne diseases is increasing in Karachi and in all over Pakistan. About 25,000 children are dying every year from diarrhea.
पानी इतना गंदा है कि होटल में हम जाते हैं तो हमें उसमें से स्मेल आती है, बदबूदार पानी वो पिया भी नहीं जाता हमें तो, और उससे बीमारियां अलग होती हैं।
फिर वो गंदा पानी, फिर वो बच्चे हमारे औलाद बीमार होती है, फिर डॉक्टर के पास भागो।
There is no treatment before it goes into the sewage, and that ends up either contaminating our drinking water or our sea.
On a bad day, you can see that water coming across some beach. You see those plastic bags swimming around, you see all that filth floating in the sea. And that's what our children are swimming in today. We are swimming in our own filth.
Industry and agriculture must do their share. The city government and local bodies must shoulder their responsibility. And we, as citizens, must do our part.
Water conservation is a serious issue. और हम ये समझते हैं कि पानी की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जहाँ पे हम करते हैं, अगर वहाँ पे वाटर कंजर्वेशन की जाए तो जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन साइकिल है वो कराची में वो तेज़ हो जाए, और विद इन 24 आवर्स probably more areas will be covered. That is the biggest advantage which we can have by water conservation.
We need to save water. Wash the car with a bucket rather than a pipe. Fix your leaking taps. Put a full bottle of water in your flush tank. Every time you pull the flush, you save a liter. Be a little practical with that tap whilst you're brushing your teeth.
Don't use water pipeline as a water tank or a balti.
When I go into the shower, I should look at the shower head and see that every drop which comes in has a connection with the glacier in Himalayas. And what does that mean? That it really carries along the mountain living people down to the plains, come through the Indus River, the intrusion of seawater, all those issues should come gushing through your head. Karachi is the 7th largest city in the world, population-wise also. So we are hosting about 15 million population, and this population is increasing.
By the year 2025, we will be double the population of what we are today.
The demand is going to increase, and the supply.
And if we don't do anything about our water resources and water management and conservation, there will come a time when we are going to run out of water. पानी खत्म हो जाएगा.